Alright, so we're here, we're raiding a village. Obviously, we're playing on realistic saving, so there's nothing I could do about it, even if I wanted to. Anyway, so let's start battle holding position right here, go in, and hope that I am not going to suffer any kind of... I'm not going to jinx it. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's be careful and make sure that we approach the enemy in a... rather wonderful fashion. So I'm gonna actually just move my cavalry over to the right there. I really do not want them to get involved in the battle initially. Oh, what's actually going on here? These guys really want to... Okay, if you really want to approach a shield wall formation of this magnitude, then yeah, sure, okay, go for it. I have a bad feeling for these guys. They're gonna die pretty quickly, I think. As you can see, we're doing a pretty amazing amount of damage ourselves. There's level 16, very nice. And now we can continue to move onward. Got to get my shield out as well. Let's continue to move forward here. And I have to turn my headphones down. I was literally just sitting there on the raiding screen waiting to start. And there was, you know, a very small amount of music and things. And I was just like, oh, let me just turn this up real quick. No, that's not a good idea because the battle sounds, are just like, oh, blow out your ears. Anyway, let's be a bit careful here and get my cavalry up to the side. I mean, here's the thing. Having 2 cavalry is really not going to do much. Because let's face it, what's going to happen is those cavalry are going to go right in there and they're just going to get poked to death. They really are. They're just going to get poked to death and nothing I can do about it. We'll change that. Alright, so yeah, there was a crash. As you could no doubt tell, there was a crash. Bit weird. Don't know why it happens. I don't know. I've tried all kinds of things and apparently it is still crashing, so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to fix that. Maybe it's my recording, actually. It might just be the fact that I'm recording. I don't know. I know that a bunch of other people have said that the mod is crashing for them too, so maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some correlation with that. Maybe we just share some hardware or something like that. I don't know. But the point is that hopefully I will be able to survive in this battle. I'm taking a lot of damage here, actually. I really don't want to take that much damage, so I'm gonna act more like a commander as we go forward here. Oh, look at these guys. They're being kind of they're being kind of audacious, aren't they? Wow. Okay. I would not have... Oh, they're running after my cavalry. How dare you? Come over here, cavalry, quickly. Okay, I really don't want those guys to get murdered. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, they're coming over here now. That's good. Okay. So, well, this is a bit problematic. I don't know whether we can deal with these guys. They seem to be just running around kind of, well, strategically, really. They're being very, very strategic about how they're running around here. And hopefully I won't die. Okay, there we go. Nice. By the way, I have not leveled up because, well, the crash. I have not leveled up, so hopefully I will be able to do that. I'm going to tell my cavalry just to charge in now. I think that would probably maybe help a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. It seems like the enemy is running somewhere very strange. They're over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a bit careful as we go forward in these series of battles, because if I am not, I'm gonna die, like, really easily, and we obviously do not want that. Okay, poke him, yes. The poking has been effective. And fatal. Oh yes, we like it. And that's what's so funny about this. I think this mod is really great. It's just a shame about the crashes. And I know that the mod creator did let me know about a whole bunch of other things that I should try. And I've tried to go into these files and things, because if you go into the benchmark INI file, I think it's called. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is called something along those lines. If you go into that and you change the settings a little bit more in depth, then maybe you'll get some more stability from it. But I just don't know what to change. I tried a couple of different things, but apparently it's not it's not working out too well. Anyway, I can just hope that maybe I can record in, I don't know, 10-minute segments or something like that, and hopefully it doesn't crash after 2 minutes like it did, just now. But yeah, anyway, 21 renown for us right there, and we killed 70 of the enemy's units, and now we are Look at this. Now we are even on the battlefield. So let's see what we can do here. I hope that we'll be able to not have a crash because it has not auto-saved. Actually, would it? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I would have been able to leave the battle itself, and maybe I would have been able to then have an autosave activate at that point. That would have been a good idea, actually. Oh, my bad. My bad. Oh well. If it does happen, then I'll just run through the first stage of the fight again, because, I mean, we can pretty much easily see that we will be victorious. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the enemy has some higher tier units in their second wave, but I feel like it's going to be unlikely. Who knows, maybe they'll try a different tactic, maybe they've got some more javelin throwers, but I mean, just look at that formation, look at our shield wall. It looks so menacing in comparison to the enemies. I mean, the enemy doesn't look that menacing at all, and that kind of brings me to the next point. I should really get a Spartan helmet, because I'm wearing the helmet of the enemy, kind of, so it's not really, that's not really a good idea, is it? So I'm just going to try and poke them. No, I do not want to take fatal damage, thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to tell them to attack now. Oh, are they going in? Yep, they're going in, Okay, hopefully no one has used, hopefully no one has used, well, hopefully they've all used, should I say, their javelin ammo. I would very much appreciate it. And yeah, here we go. Okay, this is going quite nicely. Hopefully I can do some, hopefully I can do some massive damage as we go in there. And we got to be a bit careful of the archers when I don't have my shield out, because they're going to do some damage. Oh yes, they will do some damage. So let me see if I can maybe just do a little bit of stabby. Oh no, my spear is broken. Well, that's not good. Okay, so I have another one. I just pulled that out of nowhere. Yes. And hopefully we will be able to do some damage to the archers. Okay, yeah, okay. No, that's a bad archer. How dare you? That's not very nice of you. Okay, he's dead. Stabby, there we go. And there we go. Okay, that's exactly what we want. Very nice indeed. Okay, so how are my forces doing? They seem to be doing relatively well. And I don't really want them to attack like that. Ah, there we go. That's a bit better. So maybe they can attack just randomly a little bit more, you know, so keep their defense up, so to speak. And maybe that will make some difference in how effective they are. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Sarios. I'm so sorry. I almost poked him in the face. That would have been a bit rude and maybe deadly as well, if friendly fire was a thing. Anyway, there's 13 renown, and we killed another 63. Okay, so this is definitely a victory for us, and hopefully at the end of this engagement we will be able to continue the raid on their village. And if not, then I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. I think that after a particular battle like this... Oh, hello. Why are you going really close? Don't go really close. I'd appreciate it if you could just come back here. And maybe, you know what? Let's move these guys around here. Yes. Oh, yeah. These guys are crazy good with their javelins. Look at this. Wow. How much damage are they doing? So much. That is so nice. Okay, I like it. Okay, I'm just going to poke this guy because he seems like he wants to leave. There we go. And, oh, wow. Yeah, I've got to be a bit careful here. This is literally like navigating a maze of, well, broken glass, and you have bare feet. It's just like, oh, spear everywhere. Just, whoa. You got to be a bit careful. Okay, so maybe I can tell them to go and attack now. There we go. Nice. That was a nice opportunity. Maybe I can get a couple more here. Yes, nice. Another nice one. Another nice one. Good. We're getting some good experience this way as well. And hopefully my javelin throws are, I think, out of javelins now, so that's unfortunate. But they did do a lot of damage in the process, so I'm pretty happy with them. Okay, there we go. That's another enemy. He's dead. And I believe that is indeed a victory. And we only lost 4 units. Very nice. Okay, so there you go. Another 6 renown. Okay, well, obviously defending. I think defending a village, or maybe attacking. I actually don't know. Because I know previously when we attempted to raid a village, we were getting pretty consistent renown rewards, But in this, it was diminishing over time. So maybe, no, I know what it was. I know what it was. It was because, obviously, the amount of enemies that we had was diminishing over time as well. And I forgot that in the previous time that we did that, the enemy had an overwhelming advantage in terms of numbers. So that was definitely the reason. Anyway, oh, apparently they don't like each other. I can no longer abide the rank ignorance of Astonos. As I was treating the wounded during our last battle, he saw fit to disparage my use of laudanum in relieving the pain while I conducted surgery. And you know, the one place that I have heard of laudanum, with the exception of this game, is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Do you remember that game? Do you remember that game? It was a long time ago that was extremely popular, but yeah, there you go. That game. Anyway, let's have a look here. Is Sarios our medic or not? Because I don't know which one is which at the moment. You have my support in this, I guess. Okay, so let's just have a quick look here. I'm going to level up a couple of our forces because we are inevitably, probably, going to be attacked once again. Okay, so Astonos is not our medic. He is our engineer, and Sarios is our medic. So it's good that I sided with him, I suppose, even though I didn't really want to side with either of them because they're both very useful companions. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so I think I could continue looting this village, so I'm going to say yes. Yeah, there we go. And we did pull it off successfully. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that means spices, fabrics, oil, tools, all kinds of crazy stuff right there. And we will be taking all of it. Thank you. All right, that's great. So now I can go back to Megara very easily, in fact. And, did you just like see my reaction change? It was just like, oh, I thought that he was saying that his hometown is nearby or something like that. But no, it's actually that he hates the fact that we were raiding a village. Well, that's unfortunate because I think that we're probably going to be raiding villages rather consistently going forward because that's what we're supposed to do, you know? That's what we're supposed to do in this particular time, you know? Anyway, there's 1,800. I'm gonna have to trade something else. Maybe some salt. There we go. Oh, 700 only? Are you serious? Okay, well, take the oil then. Take the oil and maybe some tools? Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, maybe the armor merchant has a little bit more. Oh, yes, and maybe I should... Oh, you know, I really don't want to buy a Spartan helm because it is so incredibly expensive, as you can see. And we're probably going to be getting something anyway as time goes on, but I really don't want to be wearing the armor of the enemy. That is a pretty big issue, in my opinion, for us at the moment, so maybe we'll have to do something about it, but maybe not. Anyway, I know that a bunch of people have been very helpful in the comments. They are mentioning things like me getting a Persian... is it a Persian two-handed sword or two-handed axe or something along those lines? And that could be extremely fun. So I'm thinking we'll probably try to do something like that. Let's just rest here for a little bit of time. And maybe we will go... I don't exactly know where Persia is, to be honest. Is it over here? It might be over here. I don't know many of the faction names at the moment because I've literally only been in this one place. So, yeah, but there is another faction that actually has really good melee weapons that are not spears, and I think that might be a good idea. So, okay, so there seems to be some things going on in this area. Where's that area? I think over here somewhere. At least Argos is doing perfectly fine. And how are we doing over here? Well, not too bad, right? Not too bad. Okay, well, let's take a look at... Do I have a faction? Yeah, faction relations. Okay, so here we go. Now we get to take a look at the faction relations. So we have a bunch of things here. This is not really going to help me. Oh, there we go. Persian, and they are purple, I believe. They are purple. So where is the... yes, it is over here, as I thought. Okay, well, that's going to be a bit of a problem because all of the places from here to there are blue, and it's going to be kind of harsh for me to get over there, but maybe I'll be able to, actually. I might be able to pull it off. I'm going to go to the nearby town, and... Ooh, they're raiding... What? They're siege... Wow, okay, these guys are sieging this as well. They are really very aggressive. I like it. I like these Spartans. They're doing a very good job with tackling the enemy's foundations, basically. That's very cool. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to sell a little bit more pottery here, sell some ale, and I think I'll keep the rest because I have enough cash as it is. Okay, so let's actually see what's going on here. Okay, so 344. They have about 500 there. We could take it. We could take it. How am I doing? I'm at 100%, so that's decent. And I did level up as well, so we should probably spend my point. Let's get an additional point in... Should I get Power Strike? Yeah, I think I'll get Power Strike. And we'll go for two-handed weapons in case we do end up getting that two-handed axe or something along those lines. I think that could be really good. Because if I need to use a shield, I can just use it with a spear. It's maybe not as effective, but personally, I find that this weapon that I'm using right here, this blade, it's not as good as, you know, I would need it to be potentially in some situations, because most of the time, if I'm going to be using a melee weapon like that, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be in super bad trouble. So I'm going to need something that will bail me out of that kind of situation, and that blade is not something that will do that, unfortunately. Maybe it will for some other people, but it just doesn't for me. Alright, so we did fail this quest, but I don't particularly care about that at the moment because this guy is in the battle, so I would have needed to enter the battle right away. So let's just speed things up a little. Ooh, hello. He's got 250. I don't think I would be able to do anything against him. Alright, so let's go in. And I'm going to exit just to get the autosave, just to make sure that if it does crash, then I don't have to worry about losing all that progress. Anyway, let's do this. Okay, so I just love these red cloaks. I think I really do need to get some of the Spartan armor, but it is going to take me a bit of time because it is just so incredibly expensive. Yes. I was just going to say inexplicably, and then I said expensive at the same time. So I was just like, inexpensive? No, it's not inexpensive, that's for sure. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's do this. I think I'm the commander? Am I the commander? I think I am. That's kind of interesting. I would not have expected that. I would have expected definitely one of the other vassals to be the leader. And saying that, I'm not even a vassal, am I? I don't think I'm even a vassal right now. I'm still a mercenary, so it is it is not really going to be benefiting me that much to do this, but I think we're going to get some decent experience. And we might very well be able to get some other things as well, maybe some good loot and things, so might not be too bad. Now, here's the big problem. I'm not entirely sure if I should tell my units just to charge in, or whether I should tell them to hold position in these kinds of situations, because, I mean, technically, they're not going to be using formations, are they? I don't think they have formations in sieges. So that is definitely something that we should probably think about. But, yeah, there we go. Alright, so do they have formations? They don't have complex formations, so I'm actually just going to charge my guys, and then we'll see what happens, because most of these guys are not even mine. I only have 6 of my guys on the battlefield right now, so it's not really a big deal if, you know, the vassals' units get themselves murdered, because, let's face it, I don't have to worry about them regenerating because we have campaign AI on such a high level. So let's see if I can... I'm just going to try and capitalize on my own experience gain here. I'm going to be a bit selfish, and we'll see if we can do that. Obviously, you know, helping at the same time. I mean, it's kind of to be expected that we will be helping our forces as we progress through the town. And I'm not entirely sure. Is this even a town? Or is it just a castle, quote-unquote? Because obviously I don't think they have, you know, actual castles, and they have more the kind of settlement that we're seeing here. So let's see if I can maybe do some damage here. Yes. Wow, we took out his shield that easily? Must have been weakened. I'm sure it must have been weakened. Oh, okay, here we go. We've got some reinforcements coming in here as well. Okay, I've got to be careful. You really want to try and approach from behind here. There we go. Nice. Now maybe we can stab at this guy. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I really wanted that experience from that guy. I think he was pretty high level, so it would have been quite nice. Okay, I'm not entirely sure which one is which now, to be fair, because some of them are wearing a bit of red, so it is a bit confusing at times. But I actually do like the fact that there isn't a banner above their heads, because it does make things just that little bit more immersive. But obviously, a little bit confusing at times, especially when there's a big melee going on. But otherwise... Oh, whoa, that was some nice damage. Do you see that? 70 damage? Very cool. Is that... that's my guy. Okay. Oh, we're fighting over here as well. Right. Well, how many enemies have we killed so far? Only 105? I would have expected many more, but we are doing reasonably well in regards to many of our forces, so nothing really to worry about there. And these are my guys too? Where are the enemy? I came around the side because I thought to myself, oh, they're there, but apparently they're getting absolutely swarmed by our forces, so I don't really need to worry about too much there. But obviously, the one thing that I do need to worry about is if they begin swarming us with their reinforcements. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to tell my people to hold position over there, because I have a feeling that we're probably going to be receiving reinforcements pretty soon. And I'd like to try and consolidate our forces right here to try and make sure that we don't lose too many and then end up in a situation like we did last time in that siege, where we were completely overrun because we, well, overextended. We overextended just super bad. So hopefully this time around it's going to be a little bit different. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here. Yes, reinforcements have arrived. Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. And now that we have done the maneuvering, so to speak, we are not actually going to have to worry too much about where we currently are. And then we can just get some kills, we can do some damage here and there, and then we will have our reinforcements coming in from over there, as you can see. So that's really nice. I really like the death animations as well. I feel like the death animations are really well done. And there we go. Now we got more enemy reinforcements coming in, but the great thing about this is that we are closer to our reinforcement zone than they are, and so it makes so much more sense for us to just wait around this area for the enemy to come out, because they eventually will have to, you know. Got to be a bit careful here. I'm taking a bit too much damage for my liking. Yes, got to use some overhead attacks sometimes. Can't just use the thrust all the time. There we go. Nice. Very good, look at that. Alright, so I think that is basically gonna be it for this thief, and I think what I'll do is off screen, before the next episode, I will probably try, if I can, I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to even afford it at this point, but I will probably try and go over to Persian territory and maybe see if I can get that two-handed axe or whatever it may be, because I know that a couple of people have recommended that, and I think that there is another weapon as well, which is not a small blade, that is also available somewhere, and I very much appreciate those comments, because, I mean, you know me, I'm not particularly good with that small blade, so hopefully I'll be able to utilize something a little bit better, or shall we say a little bit more impactful, because I suppose the blade is much more for fighting maybe not so well armored units or something like that, or maybe I'm just using it wrong. That could be the case. There we go, nice damage. Oh yeah, that little pivot. Do you see that little pivot? As soon as I'm about to strike with the overhead attack, you just aim a little bit upward, and then you hit exactly where the enemy's head hitbox is. As a result, you get that extra little bit of damage because usually, as I've mentioned a few times recently in other videos, the hitbox of the head is usually the less armored of all of it, apart from obviously maybe the hands, but you're not really going to be able to hit the hands that easily. So aiming for the head is usually the best way to go. And being able to do that with a spear or something like this, something like a piercing weapon, that's really, really effective most of the time. So it's really cool to see that at work. And even if you don't go for the head, just make sure that you're getting those extra speed bonuses in there as well, because even walking towards the opponent and then attacking at the right moment is going to make all the difference to how much damage you're able to deal with a spear. And I know, I'm awful with spears, so, I mean, the fact that the mod creator has made such a massive effort in getting this additional animation in there, that's really great. That is really, really good. So it makes a huge difference to the usability of spears, as I've already said. So yeah, don't need to go over that again. But otherwise, there you go. 6 renown. I'm actually surprised that it was such a small amount. But thankfully, my own units did not take a very big loss. And it was mostly the vassals that took a loss. And the Delian League have lost another, well, quote-unquote, castle. So that is really fantastic, as you can see there. Look at that. That is really cool, actually, because that means that the Delian League has now been split down the middle, and they have a much harder time reinforcing and getting trade over to Amphissa, as well as the other town in the bottom left there. That is really, really good. Obviously, the Delian League is massive, so it is going to take us quite a bit of time to completely eliminate them, but the Spartans are doing a fantastic job in the meantime. So I think that will be it for this episode, and next time I will hopefully be outfitted with some amazing two-handed weapon or something along those lines, and then we will see what else happens. Oh, there we go. See, the mercenary payment, look at that, 4,700, and the die works is helping us out to get that little bit of extra profit there. And speaking of profit, I'm probably going to try and earn a little bit of extra cash somewhere. I might do a tournament in the next episode or something, but I'm definitely going to be raiding another village, but that will definitely put us into some very risky situations. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.